Hi guys, so this is a very impromptu video. I've just washed my hair. I thought I'd show you guys the amount of growth I have because I've mentioned on this channel how I stopped retwisting my hair, and the last time I retwisted my hair was a year ago. So yeah, the perfect time to show the growth is when my hair is wet. So I figured this is the perfect time to do that, and then I'll also show you guys what I do after I wash my hair just to prevent my locks from marrying, so from joining. So the growth is this much, basically from here all the way down to my scalp, so it's about this much growth. I don't know how much I was expecting. I kind of expected more than this, but it's fine, it's still a lot. I will be retwisting my hair at some point, I'm not sure when. I only retwist my hair using black castor oil and water. I stopped using locking gels and locking waxes because they were contributing to build up in my locks, and I don't want to deal with that again. Yeah, so I don't really feel the need to use a specific locking wax or product that's labeled as a locking product, because at the end of the day you just need to twist your hair. So yeah, I just stopped using them. So this is the length my hair is at now, coming up on 6 years of being locked. Yeah, it looks longer when it's wet and it looks straighter when it's wet. Let me show you guys the other view. So after I wash my hair, while my hair is still wet, I like to separate the roots to prevent my locks from joining. It's best to do this when the hair is wet because when the hair is dry, it's a lot more painful, and just pulling the hairs out from between the locks is quite painful when your hair is dry. So I like to wait until I have retwisted my hair to separate them. And if you don't separate them, they end up joining, and I actually have two that I allowed to join. And this would have happened all throughout my head because a year of not retwisting is quite a long time. And then I have sections like this where, again, because I'm not retwisting my hair, some of the hair starts to it would form its own lock here. And if I allow this to happen and I allow this to become its own lock, the lock right next to it where this hair should have gone into would eventually become thinner because it has less hair going into it. So what I'll do is I'll take this section that's kind of apart and then just twist it around, and yeah, just do it in a way that holds, just to keep them, thick. And yeah, just to keep them thick. And that happens all throughout my head. I have different sections like that where some mini locks have started to form, and so I'll just, like here for example, so with this I would just again twist it around the lock that it's supposed to be in, and that just maintains the thickness of the locks when you are semi-freeform. So another thing I do after washing my hair while my hair is still wet is I put on scalp oil. So I do this when my hair is still wet because when you put oil when your hair is wet, it helps seal in the moisture into your hair. So immediately after I wash my hair, I'll put in the scalp oil just while the hair is still wet. Now it's dried quite a bit, but usually I'll do it when there's still quite a bit of moisture on the roots. So I got this new scalp oil, which is Jamaican black castor oil. So before I would get Jamaican black castor oil on my scalp while retwisting because I retwist my hair with water and Jamaican black castor oil. But because I haven't been retwisting as often, my hair hasn't been getting the castor oil. So I decided to get the castor oil in a scalp bottle so that I can be putting it on my hair regularly, so that even if I'm not retwisting, I'm still getting the oil on my scalp. So I usually buy scalp oils that have this tip so that I can make sure it goes along the parts. With oil, I don't put it on my locks, I only focus it on the scalp. I don't want my locks to be oily, so I just never do it. The most they'll get is like if I put oil and then I just massage the oil that's left on my hands through my hair, but that's the most it will get because otherwise I don't really see the point. So yeah, now that my hair is clean from being washed, I will put in some black castor oil. all done. My hair has dried quite a bit on the scalp, so I'm not really separating the roots that much because it hurts because it's dry. So I think what I'll do is the next time I spray my scalp with water, I'll take that time to separate the roots, because when I do that I make my scalp like nicely damp, so that's a good time to separate the roots as well. So I find black castor oil a lot thicker than the scalp oil I used to use. The one I used to use was a mix of coconut oil and almond oil, and that one felt very light versus this one, which I feel is a lot thicker. And so because this one is thicker, I'm not as generous with the amount I put on my scalp, just so that it doesn't feel like it's too much, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I do after washing my hair. So this is a no retwist wash. If I was retwisting my hair, I would have retwisted it immediately after washing, so while it's still wet, and I would put oil as I retwisted my hair. So yeah, when I'm not retwisting my hair, I just wash it, and then I take advantage of the hair being wet to separate the roots, and then I oil it, and then that's it. So I'm going to go and sit outside in the sun and allow my hair to air dry. I always air dry my locks just because I do my hair myself and I don't own a blower or a dryer. So it just makes sense to sit in the sun and allow my locks to dry. And plus, air drying is good because it helps retain the moisture of the locks. So that's what I'm going to do. It doesn't take too long. I'd say like about 2 hours for the hair to dry. Fully dry, maybe like 3 hours. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to go and do. Thank you for watching this quick impromptu video. There was no plan around all of this, as you can probably tell. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in another one.